Welcome back. This is the GarageBand assignment number 1, part 2. This is the audiobook portion. The assignment is to record yourself reading aloud 3 pages from a book of your choosing, and then you double the playback speed. This is so that you could theoretically record your own audiobook from a book in which a pre-existing audiobook is not available, and some people, myself included, enjoy listening back faster just to get it done quicker. Sometimes doubling, sometimes tripling the speed. So in this assignment, you're just doubling. Now you may notice that this looks different. I'm using a different computer right now, and it's a slightly different version of GarageBand, but it's essentially the same options. Empty Project is here. On the one you're looking at, Empty Project is kind of up a little higher, but some of you may be using an older version of GarageBand, so I figured it's okay to show you what both versions might look like. So first thing you do is you click on Empty Project. So then you get this. Now this is another one. It looks a little different, but the options are essentially the same. This would be your software instrument, which is green on the up-to-date version, to audio that are blue, and the drummer, which is yellow. For this one, you're going to want to use the microphone, and you have a few options for the input, which is something you can select down here. The built-in microphone will work okay with this one. The best way to do it would be to use the Scarlett Focusrite and plug an actual professional microphone into it, but this will be okay for now. And then you have that right there, and we want to hear sound from, let me see if I can change output device to this, just because I'm recording this for you. Okay, hopefully this is all going to work out the way I want. It's a little different for me because I'm going through this extra software program to record this video. You won't have any of those issues likely. Make sure this is not selected. So microphone, all that's good, create. So then you have this track here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch over because since I'm using this video capture software, the audio is rerouted in kind of a weird way, where if I were to record, it would create some problems. But the way you would record is make sure these are set the way you want. So these are the 2 main ones. Again, this is a count in, 1, 2, 3, 4. If that's selected, it's going to give you a few clicks before you start. Now what I would suggest is, even though the tempo is irrelevant for an audiobook, just setting that as something a little bit slower, because it's going to give you longer clicks. And this is the metronome. You probably don't want to record with metronome unless you're doing Shakespeare and you need some like iambic pentameter or something like that, but generally you don't want this selected for an audiobook. Okay, so we will leave that on to have a little warning, and I would push this. And then we would record something. Now, because I know that it's difficult to record audio while running through this video recording software, I pre-recorded something else. So this is what we're going to use instead.
Introduction to Music Technology is my favorite class. Introduction to Music Technology is my favorite class.
So it's made an audio recording, and I use this loop function to loop it the same way you would loop anything else. So now what I'm going to do is double click. This is called the region, the wave region. Double click that, drag this up, make sure track is selected, not region, and then click Enable Flex. What Enable Flex is going to do is make it so that when I change the tempo, this changes with it. So Enable Flex, and I want to double the speed, so I'm going to change this to 240. And then we'll see if it worked.
Introduction to Music Technology is my favorite class. Introduction to Music Technology is my favorite class. Introduction to Music Technology is my favorite class.
There we go. Worked perfectly fine. Okay, so then you just have to share it. So just like on the part 1 of this assignment, you go to Share, Export to Disk, and then you can save it as an MP3. This one should be pretty straightforward. All you have to do is send me your double speed reading of 3 pages of your favorite book. Any questions? Let me know.